He also is a personal friend of mine, and I'm so excited because he's got a huge heart. And you all know him. He's celebrity chef Robert Irvine. He's got tons of shows and cookbooks and products, and he's all over the place. But what I really love is what he does for our military and our veterans. And he has so many things going on right now, and he was given a very, very distinct honor. He just received the 2015 Patriot Award from the Congressional Medal of Honor Society back in September for his support of our military service personnel. So I'm so excited to be able to talk with him today, and I'm thrilled that our listeners out there will be hearing what he is up to. He's got some live shows coming up in our area this week, and he's going to tell us about all that he's got going on, plus some great gift ideas if you're looking to check off that holiday gift list. He has cookbooks and products galore. So Robert Irvine is joining us now. Hi, Robert. How are you?
What's up, young lady? How are you?
I am wonderful. I'm so excited that you can join us today. I know you're the busy, busy man, but I'm thrilled that you're able to join us for a few minutes here.
Well, listen, we're old friends, really old friends.
Not too old. Let's not go too old.
Oh, my God. I think since 1997.
No, it can't be that.
Do you know how long that is?
No, because that was before I was even at NBC 40. It can't be that long. Have I lost my math?
That's when I came to Atlantic City.
Wow.
So,
yeah. And you,
a long time ago.
You did a great show and used to do a lot of different things at NBC 40. And I still remember one of my favorite recipes that is so easy. You taught me about the orange juice reduction sauce. And I still use that all the time. I love it.
I love it.
It's one of my perfect.
Done something good in the world.
Yeah. So you were here in Atlantic City with us briefly, and I know we loved having you here. And then you just went on to do all these crazy things, and we're so happy and excited that we can watch so many of the crazy antics that you see, and some great shows that you've been putting out. And locally here, I know that you did some taping with one of those shows, but just give us a little synopsis of what's going on now, because you're really all over the place, Robert. So what do you have going on right now?
Well, we've just finished season 12. We're heading into season 13 of Restaurant Impossible. I've just finished last week a new show that will air probably in January called the All-Star Academy, where we take home cooks and teach them in 8 weeks how to cook professionally, and somebody wins $50,000. That's very exciting.
Oh, yeah.
I have a new daytime talk show coming out, which we start filming in January, 5 days a week, syndicated. The new book, Fit Fuel, just came out, a guide to healthier living and fun with your family. What else? I launched a food line in July, where in 770 stores. A protein bar line 18 months ago that's in 73,000 stores. And we're just having a lot of fun, making a lot of money to give to charity, funnily enough.
And I love that. And I love how you have so many different things that you're telling us about. Oh yeah, and I started a food line. It's just because that's just one of the many things that you're involved in. You're really all over the place. When do you sleep, Robert?
About 4 or 5 hours a day normally, but I got to tell you, I just slept pretty much a whole week. I had a week off, which is the first week since January, so I'm very excited about that.
That is awesome.
Raring to go.
Yeah, absolutely. And you need a lot of energy, of course. And we all know that you're in great shape. And I love, with the fitness bars, and you've got Fit Fuel, the new fit guide, because a lot of people are looking for different things maybe for the holidays, and that would make a great gift. You can go to Robert Irvine's website, chefirvine.com, to find out more information about anything that we're talking about today. And this is pretty special, Robert, because here locally in our area, you have some fun things happening and some live shows that are happening in the Pennsylvania area and New Jersey area, I believe. So tell us, how much fun is it to be doing the live shows? Because a lot of people love watching you on TV, and of course you have that interaction with whoever you're working with for a specific episode, but being able to get that instant applause or instant reaction from the audience, explain to us what that's like for you.
It's almost like the live show we started about 4 years ago, because not everybody could get to a restaurant, not everybody could get to a TV show. And I thought, well, let's try something really silly and do a live show, but I didn't really know what that was. And thanks to the audience that started in Florida, funnily enough, we sold out a theater with 500 seats. That was the first episode or first show. And here we are 4 years later in the 7th edition of the show. This is a brand new show coming to the State Theater on the 3rd, and Pennsylvania, Connecticut, etc. So it's kind of exciting. It's like Saturday Night Live, The Biggest Loser, Restaurant Impossible, Dinner Impossible, and How I Met Your Mother all in one. And I have no clue what's happening. So the audience actually runs the show.
Yeah.
They pick the food, they pick the equipment, they pick the challenges. There's a big wheel that tells them what to do. There's lots of video content that you don't see on the shows, both about my work with the military, my work with kids, the stuff that you don't see on television. So it's a great interactive show, 2 hours of escapism, and you get to do something good. If you buy a T-shirt or a book, then that money goes to our foundation, the Robert Irvine, to support Gary Sinise Foundation, Make-A-Wish, Kids with Cancer. So the money goes to some great charities and does some good work.
I love that. And I want to let people know that December 2nd, Wednesday, you'll be at Morristown at the Mayo Center, and you have a live show in New Brunswick at State Theater on Thursday, December 3rd. That's at 8 p.m. Tickets are available. You can go to statetheaternj.org to get a ticket and see what Robert is explaining to us, which sounds like a lot of fun. As you said, Robert, 2 hours to escape, and we've got a lot of holiday hustle and bustle. People are being pulled in 10 million different directions, so this is a wonderful chance to maybe get some time for yourself, grab a few friends, grab your husband or wife, and have a great night of entertainment. And then if you buy a book or a T-shirt or something like that, as far as a product is concerned, a great way to give back. And this is why I'm so thrilled to have you on the show, too, for Make a Difference Monday, Robert, because I know for years you've always had a huge heart for our military and our veterans. And I'm so proud that you have been able to have so much success with this. And congratulations on the distinctive award that you just received in September. I do want to talk about the Robert Irvine Foundation. You can go robertirvinefoundation.org. But just give us some insight into how important this is for you on a personal level.
Well, first of all, Misha, I was in the military myself in the Navy, so I understand service. But when you see what our men and women who wear the cloth of the nation go through today and have gone through since Vietnam, World War II, Korea, you talk about the award, the Bob Hope Award, funnily enough, who was an American, a British-born American, which is very similar to me. And to receive that award from the Congressional Medal of Honor Society was humbling, but it just epitomizes what I do with my life. My life is given to our military, to doing things for those, for making sure that we never forget those folks that do so much for us. I sat in a room with 39 Medal of Honor recipients, which is one of the most humbling experiences I've ever had in my life. And just to be amongst them and listen to them, talk to them. We do a thing every year in Dallas-Fort Worth. We feed 12,000 wounded warriors, their caregivers, and their families at American Airlines Skyball. Every year, the second week in October, we take a team of chefs from all the military general staff, the White House, the Pentagon, and, we cook for 12,000 people. Last year, Gary Sinise and myself fed 122,000 wounded warriors caregivers in several hospitals and performed concerts. So it's a big part of my life, and the foundation is where we can raise money and actually affect change that these folks need, that they can't get hold of through our government for whatever reason, and we're filling the gap. Gary Sinise, a dear friend of mine, has built 36 homes in the last 4 years, smart homes for veterans that are, paraplegic, or there's some intense disability with them. There are only 5 literally quadruple amputees in the war on terror, and Gary Sinise has built all 5 homes for those folks.
Wow.
So it's a big deal for me to be a part of his foundation, my foundation, and to give back, because we need to, and it's our responsibility to do so.
And let me ask you this as a follow-up. What's the biggest misconception that you would say there is when it comes to helping our military and the need for help? Because I think a lot of people don't realize that the need is so great. Can you talk a little bit about that?
There's a huge gap between what the public knows and what is actually going on. I'll be back in Afghanistan in December the 14th. My team will head to Bagram, do a USO live tour in the airfield there, and then head into 6 forward operating bases to let these folks know that we love them, we care about them. And I think we tend to forget the war on terror just because, and sadly, obviously, we heard about Paris a couple of weeks ago. It's here, it's changing, and these folks that come back out of theater that are scarred, not necessarily physically, but mentally, we need to make sure that they're getting the treatment they need. Vietnam veterans never got that welcome home. It's something that it doesn't take money to help. You can go to a USO center. You can go to any one of these, the airports that have these centers. You can donate money. You can donate time. Mm-hmm. It doesn't have to involve money. But there is a lot of things out there you could be doing if you have the free time to do so, to volunteer, no matter where it is. And it's not only our military, it's kids with cancer, it's Make-A-Wish foundations. What I would say to you all and listeners is to please do your homework on these foundations. Know that the money, 100% of that money is going to that charity, that cause. And some CEO is not sitting there making $400,000 a year and 7 cents is going to the end user.
Right.
So please be careful and do your homework there. Gary Sinise and myself, 100% of that stuff we pay for the charities out of our own pocket. So what we make 100% and goes to that foundation, and those helping families. So just be careful with that. But it doesn't have to cost that. You think about local communities. There are lots of people less fortunate than us. You've seen them sitting in the road. You've seen them crossing the road or trying to cross the road. It may be a pat on the back. It may be it's going to be okay. Here's a cup of coffee. And just think how many times you've seen folks trying to check out food at the grocery store and they can't afford it. That food may be for a child that's not being fed. And if you can afford to pay for that, then do so. It just makes you feel good that you can help another human being. And if everybody in our world did one good thing for somebody less fortunate every day, wow, what a way to live in.
Absolutely. And I love how you brought up it doesn't necessarily even have to be money. It can be time, because there are so many different ways that we can donate our time in many different areas. As you said, whether it's childhood cancer or homelessness or military. And even I know I've mentioned here on the show before, seeing a service person and saying thank you. Because they don't get a lot of people that actually do that. And it can mean a lot. It can just, let them know that you appreciate what they're doing. And it really is, they can't get enough credit and respect, and they especially need everything we can do for them when they come back here. RobertIrvineFoundation.org is the website where you can go and learn more about the Robert Irvine Foundation, what they do. What Robert does and the group that he has working with them collectively to work with military and veterans, and they really do need our help. And then chefirvine.com, you can go there and see more about what Robert is doing anywhere, everywhere, all over the place you are, around the world, it seems. And I'm so excited that you have so many things going on in a positive direction. I do have to ask you before we leave, and we'll mention about the shows later on to give people that information if they want to come see you live. But you obviously are in very good shape. We can see that because you got the big muscles. And your beautiful wife, Gail Kim, who is a former WWE star, she's in pretty good shape as well. So do you guys work out together? Do you do it separately? How does that work?
We work out every day. We're together.
In
fact, we're working out before we catch a flight at 5 to start our tour, and then we're on the go then for till probably the 21st of December. So yes, we work out together. She's the person that's kind of refined my diet, and that's an understatement. But yes, Gail is still wrestling. She's with Impact Wrestling now. So another TV gig that she has. So she's always going to look great. She does look great, and she keeps me looking great. So it's kind of a marriage made in heaven,
That is awesome.
Like yours.
Yeah, exactly. Well, we're going to start working out together. If we start working out together, will we look like you and Gail? How long would that take? Because I'll go right after the show.
will only take you a couple of weeks. It's all good.
I'm looking at about 15, 16 years.
Oh, there you have my husband there. It says 15, 16 years he thinks for him. We'll have to see. Robert, I'm so happy we could catch up with you. I love what you're doing. I'm so happy to see all of your success, and I love that you're able to give back with it in such a big way. So give my best to Gail. I can't wait to meet her one day, and you've got to meet my husband too. So we've definitely had some changes in our lives.
Oh, I know. But listen, I'm so proud of what you've done in your career, and we've been friends for a long time, and that will continue, I'm sure, long until we're gone, I would think. But keep doing great things, and keep pushing that charity for our vets and our active duty men and women, even their families, supporting their families when they're on tour.
I love it.
It's a big deal.
It definitely is, and I love what you're doing.
Soon.
Yes, I hope so. All right, Robert, thank you so much for your time.
Big shout out to all our men and women in uniform and their families. Keep doing great stuff.
Absolutely. And you have a wonderful, wonderful holiday with your family.
Take care.
All right, take care, Robert. Bye-bye.